Hello.
So yes, I was just setting up. Mr. P's just sharing it out for me, so I don't get distracted. So right, we were just having a bit of a chinwag. I'll get into it in a minute. About the reason why we're having a... Hey, we've got Ian in as well already.
Spare suitcase for me tidying in. Ooh.
Yeah. Big boy Johnny 25. Whoever that is. Hello.
Hello, big boy Johnny 25. They sort of let me share it with you when it's about that Facebook thing on here.
How are you tonight? It's 9 p.m. here in the UK. Yeah, so I didn't know what title to come up with, so I just put Happy Monday. So yeah, we've got 4 watching at the moment. So yeah. Ian says, "Oh, hello, big bro." So yeah, we had unexpected visitors today.
We did.
The in-laws. Yeah, Chris had gone into town filming the filming the walk round. What is that? What you called it? Walk through, walk round, whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
Sheffield City Centre
walk through. Yeah, that's it. So I thought, oh crap, in-laws. Sorry if you're watching. So, but yeah, they weren't here long before he came back.
I'll just sharing it on my phone.
Hello, Chris. You're not getting in the case because Jeanette invited you before you.
She forgot about that invite, so I've took it.
Yeah. So, in no uncertain terms, I'll be going before you. So,
it doesn't let you share. So.
Do you want me to do it on my phone? But it's like I can do it from here, but it's like distracting me away from.
Well, I'm trying to get it this as well. Facebook.
So yeah, so yeah, we've had visitors today. His dad's just recovering from having a hip replacement. So yeah, they're well. They're asking about Callum. Harry, we're getting on at college, and it's been his first full day today.
His legs were tired.
Yeah, and he was complaining about his legs being tired. But this is what. Oh, it's less than 14 days. I'm getting excited, and I'm not even going.
I hope my passport comes in time.
So yeah, they're asking how Callum had gone on at college, and I says, yeah, I think he's enjoying it. They were moaning about his feet, but it's not used to standing on his feet all day, is he? If you know what I mean.
No.
So same as we've said, it's something that he's got to get used to. What did he say they'd made? Soup,
vegetable soup, and it's probably he said he had the milk one. This is the milk one. It says, what's that? It says it was creamy.
Ah, yeah.
So,
yeah. So we made. Did he make 2 different lots then, or yeah? It's all right. He was telling Chris that it made soup today, two different lots. So he's not actually in tomorrow because next Tuesday they start the, what is it, like maths and English skills or something, but that don't start till next Tuesday. So he's not in tomorrow. So yeah, so you know, he's got a day off tomorrow. He's only started like proper today. You see, because even though he like started last week, they were just like induction. They were just like induction days last week. And then they were moaning about these knives, weren't he? He says, I don't like them knives. So I says, why? What's up? He says, well, obviously, you know, they cutting all the veg and whatever up, but they also have to clean that up after themselves. And
keeps on
keeps catching his fingers on them. I says, well, it's all part of the learning curve. You know, and I says to him as soon as he sort of said that, and I says, well, you always remember when you're washing or cleaning knives, you do it away. He says, yeah, that's what your tutor told me. And I says, well, I should be a tutor then, because I knew that already.
Wi-Fi is not working.
Oh.
Very strange.
So if you're wondering, yeah, I'm just having my coffee.
Why not?
Aye, why not?
Foreign.
Yeah.
Bill Dodger.
Oh. So what is everybody up to? Same as I say, Chris has been into town filming. We're going to do a baking vlog, but then same as I say, we had Chris's mum and dad came for a little while. So yeah. And I actually got some presents. I'll not tell you why I got presents, but probably, I mean, Ian will probably know why, or people that know me know why. So, yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying like doing the evening live streams better than the others, because it gives me all day, like, to do the baking vlogs. I've uploaded, well, Chris uploaded it today. But when did I bake that? Were it Thursday?
I think so.
So yeah. Super hard.
Super chats.
It's supposed. I thought it was supposed to say super chat.
Bloody
predictive
on me. On my tablet. So yeah, so I was going to film another one today, but that went a bit awry because his parents, same as I say, called unexpectedly. Hey, Johnny Five's back. Hey, the yellow. Where are we, lad?
Should I put the thing in the chat so Johnny can?
Is it coming up?
I don't know. I'll put the link in, so if Johnny Five or anybody wants to come in, always locking up the caravan.
No.
So I'll leave it up for a bit. Just let me know if you wanted to come on the panel. So I will keep checking it, because when I invited Chris, I forgot to keep checking it.
Yeah, I saying, I don't know where he is, because I sent the invite. We're in the backstage area for 20 minutes driving home.
So no, there's no one there at the moment.
You know, you can't get good stuff these days.
But I do know you can send the link if you know people's like email address. Yeah. You can invite them up that way, because I've had Tony on the panel before, and because I've he's been on my panel beforehand. it's already like saved his email address, you see. So
I've got the link, so I can.
Oh, he's going to pop on, he says.
Oh,
Well, I'll keep checking, Johnny. I don't want to leave you in the backstage area and forget all about you like I did, Chris. He's there.
Hello.
There you go.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine. A bit knackered. I undersealed the car today. That is one messy job.
I can understand. I bet it is. It's like that undersealed it. It's that black tarry stuff that you put on under.
Lovely. We've had loads of fun.
And I might be a bit slimmer, but I don't exactly fit under a car. I had it up on some ramps, so it wasn't too bad.
Well, that's it. Took
about hours to do it.
Well, if it needs doing, it needs doing, and that's all there is to it.
I didn't find out bad under there, just a bit of loose rust here and there. Cleaned it off and sealed it all up.
Well, that's it. Same as I say, I mean, where we've got advantages, ours a brand new car, so we don't need to do out like that.
It was solid. It's pretty solid underneath, though. No holes or anything.
Well, that's it. At least you had better luck with it than you did your last one.
Yeah, it lasted a week. That went for some fish.
I know. I can remember.
I
can remember you saying. You said you'd only had it about a week and it blew up.
Did I went down to the local chip shop and it blew up way back.
Oh God!
You're not having those.
We've had one or two of them sort of cars, haven't we?
Oh yes.
We know that all too well.
AA knows us by its first names.
Oh,
after that, it just shuddered. Do you know when you started it up, it proper shuddered itself, really shaking about. So
what had gone on it then? Were it
blown a cylinder?
Oh,
I
think gasket head just something went on, didn't it? Went like that.
Well, it worked out better because I've got a hell of a lot better car anyway.
Well, that's it. That's it.
I went to Temple Newsam the other day and there were a big queue, you know, coming out of car park when we were leaving. So I drove across the field.
There were a queue a mile long coming out of the car park, so we went across the field.
Why not?
Oh well, if you
parking on the field, I drove towards the end and then just cut straight across.
Well, that's luxury of having like not an off-road vehicle, but a 4x4 or.
It's a constant 4x4, so it was shot across field, wasn't it?
So how's the weight loss going then? Are you going all right with the weight loss?
Yeah.
That's all right, mate. I've had it all for you. Come on to me.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Flat stomach at last after a long time. I ain't weighed what I weigh now since I was mid-20s.
I'm just laughing at something his dad said this afternoon. What did he say? Something about all these sweet things you keep eating. Basically, because I bake and you know what I mean. And I says to Chris after they'd gone, I went, well, just because I'm making them, it don't mean to say I'm eating them. You know what I mean? But you know,
it's a good job you don't live next door or something. I don't know what to
do. So that again.
So I'm glad you don't live next door. I'll smell like cooking. I don't know what to do.
Well, what about when our Callum come down? I think it was when I was making that gingerbread, weren't it? He were upstairs and he come down and he says, it smells like a bakery.
You know,
he thought the smell
like a bakery outside.
Yeah, he thought it were outside.
We've got windows open.
Because it was a nice day, so we got windows open. And he says, oh, it smells like a bakery. So, you know, I've been baking, that's why. And he says, oh, right. So we come, hey, we've got Bella in.
Hello, Bella.
Hello. Got me Rasta B t-shirt on that. Jennifer now. What that end?
She says hello to the mob. Well, there's only four watching at the moment, Bella, so it's not much of a mob.
I'll share it out to where I can share it out, Bobby.
Okay,
I'll tell you
okay.
something, that trolley thing I made were good though.
Trolley thing?
Oh yeah, because you were doing it's something about DIY, weren't it? Is that what you made?
I made like basically a padded plank so you can slide underneath, but it's on wheels.
All right. What, like one of them things that you can go under car with? You mean?
Yeah, and mine I used an old memory foam head cushion for headrest at like quite comfortable.
Talk about luxury. Ian was. I don't know whether he still is, Benno. So, yeah, you know, Ian was in, but I don't know whether he's still here or not. Say hello, Ian, if he's still here.
I'm beauty on a budget, can you tell?
Oh, dear.
All this salad's costing a fortune.
So you've been shutting caravan up, have you?
Tracy were in there earlier. Tracy got her test results today. They're not good. Her back's proper knackered. I think she's going to need an operation on it.
Oh dear.
She's really badly trapped a nerve on lower back.
I know how that feels, because I had an accident in 1999 with my bike, and basically I haven't worked since. And I had an MRI scan and everything, and they said I've got like 3 eroded vertebrae, like discs in between my vertebrae, and it comes in like waves. And I got up Saturday morning, and I was shuffling like a little old lady.
That's how she fell down about 4 steps at Christmas, and ever since she's not been right at all.
Yeah, well, same as I say. I mean, I know how she feels, because my accident happened in 1999, towards end of 1999, and I did try going back to work, but I just couldn't do it. And same as I say, well, the reason behind the MRI scan, I sued the company that I was working for because it was their fault.
Well, Bella's just got out the bathroom, going to get dry.
Oh, right. I was going to ask you if you wanted to come up, Bella, but obviously that's a no if you've just got out the bathroom.
I don't mind.
But yeah, I mean, I did the same as I say. I tried going back to work with it, but I just couldn't do it because I was a machinist in a factory.
Yeah.
And you know, like when you've got problems with your back, you can't sit down, you can't stand. You know what I mean?
Well, I've got degenerative disc disease, spinal cord damage, and bloody dystonia, so I know exactly what you mean.
So, but same as I say, some days it's so. Yeah, some days it's all right. And then like Saturday, it's sort of...
I just pop a few tramadol and get on with it, mate.
Well, you see, I pop a tramadol at night.
I ain't got time, but Kina keeps you busy 24 hours a day. So.
Well, that's it. I mean, I'm not so bad because
it takes about 10 to 9, well, 10 past 3. Oh, bliss.
But yeah, I've got all sorts. Chris always says he needs your wheelbarrow when he goes and picks my prescription.
Well, that's what I thought, especially with Tracy not being ill. I thought when my legs do pack up, if I'm really strong top half wise, I'll be able to look after myself anyway. Won't I? So.
Well, that's it. But I mean, it's like you've got to look on the positive side. I mean, look at me, Johnny. I mean, I've got arthritis everywhere, more or less.
And I thought, fuck it, I've just survived the DWP assessment, so I thought I'm sorting myself out now.
Hey, I tell you something. I'm that bad. I don't have to go for an assessment anymore.
Well, I wasn't supposed to, but the bloody still sent me for one. And then they took my car, the pricks.
But anyway, same as I say, for the last 2 times, because they like do it over 3, you get it, because I'm on that ESA.
Same here.
And for the last 2 times, because they do it every 3 years, don't they?
Yeah. I'm not due now on November 2022.
So, like, for the last 2 times, I ain't had to go because obviously it's my condition. It ain't going to get any better. If anything, it's going to get worse.
Well, that's what I thought. I can't do it about my legs because my spine's a bit knackered that end, but I can get myself better top half wise.
So, as I say,
I weighed myself 2 weeks ago and I'd lost 5 stone.
Cool. So you probably lost more than that.
Yeah, I'm only doing it fortnightly, and then you don't get so depressed if it hasn't dropped down as much as you want.
Yeah, but I mean, I look at it this way. I mean, to say that you're not, you're not doing it well. When I say you're not doing it through Weight Watchers or Slimming World or anything like that. You have to be like that. You have to, And when I was going through my, when I was wanting the weight loss surgery, they always told me, stick to a schedule on when you weigh it. Don't be tempted to sort of say, oh, well, I'll weigh myself today, or don't keep weighing yourself.
Is that right? Only 2 in?
3.
3.
So
I've just refreshed it.
It's 4 now.
It's
It's all right. Chris says, "Is that right? Is there only 2 watching us?" Says, "No, it's gone down to 3 here now."
We're doing well.
Yeah. Well, it says 4. Yeah, it says 4 on StreamYard. So, but yeah, I mean that if that's one bit of advice is if you only weighing yourself once a fortnight, stick to it and don't be tempted to weigh yourself in between times.
Well, first couple of weeks, I lost a couple of stone really quick, but now it's going like about half a stone a week, more or less now.
Well, this is it. I mean, even like me, when I had the weight loss surgery, they do tell you, well, look, it's gonna slow down at some point. People ask me about this weight loss surgery. It's not something that you go into, just for the sake of it. I did it. I didn't do it for anybody else. I did it for myself.
I've done it for another reason. When your mum tells you to sort yourself out, you sort yourself out.
But it's not that. I did it for my health as well.
I'll say me, because I was 24.5 stone, more or less. That was ridiculous.
Well, this is no word of a lie, Johnny. Before I had my weight loss, I was 34 stone.
This is that was the heaviest I've ever been, though. I've always been around about 20 stone, roughly 20, 21, 20, 21 kind of thing.
And what started me on the journey was, obviously, I've got trouble with arthritis and everything. And I got told that if I didn't do something about my weight, I'd be in a wheelchair within 2 years.
Well, when I first damaged my spinal cord in the accident, they actually gave me a freaking wheelchair. And then guess what? Guess where it is? In the shed, covered in cobwebs, and that's where it's fucking staying.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't.
My family did dystonia. My sister, it set it off in my sister. She's really bad. She is in a wheelchair. When she had her epidural.
Oh yeah.
She used to shake a bit before that. But then when she had epidural, set it off really bad. And then my mum, she got hit by a drunk driver years ago and damaged the back. It set it off in my mum. But my mum had a spine rebuilt, like she was private hospital and that, Bupa and all that.
Oh yeah.
She's like a bionic. She's pretty good.
Like hinges and whatever in.
She's got plastic, like discs, basically.
Oh yeah.
Like a big metal wire running down, kind of thing. But she's fit as a bloody fiddle, really. She's 65.
I mean, I says to, when Chris's mum and dad were here this afternoon, and I went, Sean, I'll be glad to see end of 2019. It started off, his mum had a heart attack. And there's nobody fitter than his mum. I mean, for her age, she's in her 70s. You know, she's always looked after herself. And they ended up rushing her into hospital. Well, it weren't a major heart attack, but it were an heart attack. And then there were Callum with this lump on his neck. And then I've had cellulitis. And, you know, it's been one after other, you know what I mean? All, you know.
I may be a while, so I'll take the entertainment.
Oh, right. But you know what I mean? It's been one of them years where something's happened, you know, nearly every month. And I says, oh, God, I'll be glad when, you know, when 2019's done and dusted, we'll start afresh in 2020.
Only problem I really have is bloody Keena's mum. I know she's a fucking pain in the ass.
But
just acting up, carrying on, going with different lads, and she's a fucking nightmare. She's the only problem I really have. I've got 4 kids, all in their 20s, and she's the only one I have any bother with.
Well, Sam, as I say, I mean, Callum's, he'll be 17 in November, and I can honestly say, mind you, he don't go out anywhere to get in any trouble, so, you know what I mean?
Best way.
You know what I mean? I mean, like now he's stuck in his bedroom, and that's all he does. He's got his Xbox in his bedroom, and that's only place he's got special needs, and you know,
see my little Luke, haven't you? My little foster brother.
You know, it's a case of it don't socialise very well.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, he's sort of a bit socially awkward, let's just say. But funny thing is, when as you know, he started college, and this lad that's on his course said to him today, he says, I think Callum said it was some cream or something, you know, like because they were making soup. And this lad said to him, couldn't eat that cream. And like any other time, he'd have done it. If he'd told him to tell him to do it, he'd do it. But today he says, no, he says, if you want it, he says, you nick it. You know what I mean? He's learning.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
It'd be right. College is a lot different to school. It'd be all right.
You know, they pick on his vulnerability, and we've sort of like drilled it into him. Don't do anything that anybody asks you to do. Or, I mean, let's take, for instance, we're talking, it's been the girl that he met, took to the prom. She'd been falling out with these other girls, and she was trying to get Callum to fight a battles for her.
Oh dear.
You know what I mean? And I says, it's all right, Callum. I says, but if there's any trouble, you're going to get the blame, not her, because you're fighting the battles for you. So yeah. I said, you've got to learn to say no.
Well, I've done that bit, but now I'm doing it again.
So it's sort of, we keep saying to him, you know, you've got to start sticking up for yourself.
When
if anyone wants to do something that you're not comfortable in doing, you just say no.
Yeah, when Keena's a teenager, I'll be 60 odd.
Hey up. When Callum's 20, I'll be 60.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 57 next weekend. So yeah, in 3 years' time, when he's nearly 20, I'll be nearly 60.
My mum's 66 in October.
Pardon?
My mum's 66 in October.
So I'm only just a bit younger than your mum then.
I've just noticed I got my bloody finger over the microphone.
Hi, Kirsten, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
What's the thing in it?
But yes, I was 40 when I had Callum. So
that's quite late on, isn't it?
Well, I was married before. I've got 3 grown-up
I've got 3 grown-up lads. My oldest is 33.
I had
My
2
oldest
by
lad is
the
33.
time I was 21.
So,
Then 3 by the time I was 22. Then 4 by the time I was 25.
oh. Well, I was quite late started. I mean, I think I was 23 when I first had my first lad. I've got all lads.
Our buggerlugs though, mate, they're not all the same mum.
Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm 57 next Sunday. So
You're gonna have a party show.
it's on a Sunday, and Easy goes live on a Sunday, doesn't it?
Oh, you can stick some balloons behind you. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. So as I say,
Do
I don't.
what Easy does. Have some flashing lights and a few
Uh,
balloons.
I don't. I'm one of these, Johnny. I don't like treading on anybody's toes. If I know somebody's going like saying,
You'll be making your own birthday cake, won't you? Being that good.
Oh dear! I made it. I made my own last year.
Get somebody to do icing, but you do remember.
Yeah, well, Bella, who's Beauty on a Budget, they came over last year because it was a Saturday, you see. So I made my own last year. So, so yeah, you know, but there's no fun in making your own, though, is there really? It says you can make your own birthday cake. Says I did last year.
I said to Tracy, I can't have roasted at Christmas. She went, yeah, you can. I'm not having potatoes. Potatoes are my bad thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Christmas. I mean, once you've had them, then you know.
I'm the sort of person, if I taste it, I'll want it.
You can tell you've lost it in your face as well, if you know what I mean. You know, you've lost it in your face as well.
Yeah, I've got my double chins gone.
I had triple chins. I did.
I'm getting there.
Karate says, "Tell that chap, Mr. Pete, stop messing with my volume on my phone." So, yeah. Chris says you've given them to him.
Am I missing something here?
Hey?
Am I missing something here?
No, you losing it and you're giving it to him, he says. The weight and the double chin.
Tell me he's on the cake and beer diet. That doesn't sound right.
It's Mrs. P's fault.
Yeah.
This is week 18 now.
But it's like, I mean, Bella, she were on the vegan diet. Same as she says, that suited her. If the keto diet suits you, then you know what I mean. Not all diets suit everybody. I mean, she's
it's not a diet, really. It's a change of lifestyle. You have to completely change how you eat.
You know, Bella, I think she's lost 3 stone, but she says, you know, she did it mainly because she got very high blood pressure, and people do it for different reasons, don't they? You know what I mean? Bella wanted to do it because she were on lots of medication for her blood pressure, and since she's been on this diet, it's come right down. Karate Joe says he's on the cake and root beer diet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing I've never. What is a root beer anyway?
I've had no beer, no bread, no fried food, no chips, no potatoes in any kind of way, no rice, no pasta, and for some reason I've stopped drinking tea and coffee as well.
Oh, so what did
when I started the diet? I was poorly for about a week because you get that keto flu thing. I stopped drinking tea and coffee then, and I haven't drunk it since. I'll tell her like I had a Costa coffee about 3 days ago and I was buzzing off my tits.
Well, you see, only time I go off coffee is when I'm pregnant.
I stupidly got one of them big ones, you know, with double handles. I'm off my tit.
Karate Joe says root beer is a sweet North American soft drink traditionally made using the root bark of the sassafras tree.
Sassafras?
Sarsaparilla as the primary flavour.
Strawberry water.
So, well, you see, funny thing is, we buy, I used to drink that as well.
It's nice, I like it.
But I have, I ain't got any down here. I drink that Volvic. It's on offer at Asda, and that's, hey, we've got Richard Darwin Digital.
See, I don't have I don't have lunch. I have my breakfast, then I drink loads of water, and then I have my meal in the evening. If you feel hungry, just drink loads of water till you don't feel hungry.
Well, you see, this is the thing with Callum. He has this sparkling, like Asda's own mech, and he has lime and lemon because he says it tastes like lemonade, but it's sparkling water.
Yeah, that's right. I like the lemon and lime one as well.
And the thing that he does wrong, he has the glass before he has his tea, and then halfway through he'll say, "I'm full up," and I say, "But it's because you're having a glass of water before your meal."
Good way to keep his weight down, huh?
Well, same as I say, the college that he's going to is like, it's 2 tram stops, but he's been walking it. But only problem is, when he's coming back, it's all uphill.
That'd be doing him good. It'd be good for him, though.
Well, what Chris has been doing is, we've got a garage just down road, like a petrol station.
Real men drink water.
So Callum will ring him and he'll say, "Well, it's like halfway, if you know what I mean. This garage is like halfway." So rather than him walking, you know, so Chris will go and pick him up front garage, but he walks it, you know. Since Mr. P don't drink water, he's not a real man.
Nah.
It's all right. Karate and Chris have got a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, he loves to hate me.
We like Jet Wash. Jet Wash is a bugger on chats, isn't it?
I know, yeah. He's always having to go at somebody.
My tank looks abandoned. They're all at the back somewhere.
I didn't know Grant had just got married till I went in Hazy's last night.
That ship was amazing.
It looked lovely.
Looked like a spaceship, didn't it?
Yeah. That's one thing I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go on a cruise.
Didn't you notice though, level by level?
Right.
Say that again.
Grant were hammered by the time we got back at ship. We went through all bars, didn't he? Getting double drinks and shit.
I know. Weren't you having dinner at Captain's table and all that night?
Yeah, he got thrown out.
I was going to say it'd probably be as nist as a fart bit time. It got to Captain's table.
He basically called them all a bunch of stuck-up cunts or something. Sorry.
But
yeah, but I don't think he put it that politely. I don't think his missus were happy. He basically fell back in the room, got changed, and then had dinner.
Oh yeah. I don't know this Rick Ozak is. I know he's in a group. Somebody called Rick Ozak has died. I know he's after a group.
No idea.
I'll tell you. I'll Google it. I've seen it.
Right, your chat's coming up before mine, obviously.
Oh, look! It's telling me I'm live again.
Oh yeah.
This is what makes me laugh. The email you to say you're live.
You are now live.
Oh, it's frontman and lead singer with the Cars.
Oh, the cars.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
He's
with
put,
here.
he's put oops.
I'll be right back. He gone.
So yeah, we were talking away, and all of a sudden he went.
He pressed eject.
It probably his phone needs plugging in. That's what it is. It's probably his battery died.
He needs to plug in his phone.
3%.
Uh-oh. They're no good.
So yeah, I had seen it that that person had died, but I weren't quite sure who he was.
I said the cars, and they were me, yeah. Oh, excuse me, outside. Oh.
He says it went.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah. So the best cruise I seen was Mrs. Bouquet on TV. I think it means keeping up appearances, weren't it?
Mrs. Bouquet, not Bouquet.
Yes. Yeah, it was spelt bucket though, but she used to refer to herself as
Bouquet.
Bouquet. Hey, we've got Tammy in.
Hey, hello, Tammy. How are you?
How are you today, Tammy? I hope you're well. Yeah, we're just sort of chit-chatting and you know.
Having a chinwag.
Johnny says, I love that, and open all hours. We were talking about this the other night, actually.
Yeah,
all the old programs, you know, like Dallas and Dynasty and Waltons and, you know.
Old TV shows.
Yeah, she's calling you a troublemaker. Tammy.
I'm good as gold, me.
So yeah, we were like reminiscing the other night, you know, about the good old days and.
Honest Lou, bloody tablet.
Okie dokie then. He says I'll let it charge a bit. Wakey, hiya Wakey, how are you?
Wakey,
Mr. Thwaiting. No, I don't think I've heard of that one.
What? You know I love you. I know.
Mr. Thwaiting Hotel Paradiso. I've never heard of that one. No. I don't think.
It's not a UK one. That one. I don't think.
No idea. But yeah, we're about Dallas and and all the 70s and 80s, like shoulder pads and hairstyles and even if you are trouble. But yeah, and same as we said, you can't beat the old programs, and like they've made a remake of the Dukes of Hazzard and Lethal Weapon, and they're making remakes. I mean, there's a new Rambo movie out, but because Sylvester Stallone is older in it, it's not the same.
Rambo Last Blood.
Well,
it's his last one. There's about 50 on them.
But I mean, says no, you cannot have a number 24 or a double portion of 37. This isn't the Chinese takeaway. This is a private slimline white telephone with no connection whatsoever to any business or trade. So Johnny says I'm watching the royal family as we speak. But yeah, I mean, it's
Royal Fab, that was good. That.
Yeah, well, you see, I couldn't get into that.
Jeff Gyran
Gordiano.
Hello. How are you?
So yeah, same as I say, it took us back as regards, like the 70s and 80s, Yeah, Hairspray. You know, you can't be, you know, and what other one we were talking about? Beverly Hillbillies and make sure Mrs. P wears a life jacket on the cruise. I think only time we'll be going on a cruise karate is if we win lotto, and I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
That's happening tonight.
I mean, closest I've got to a cruise is going to Isle of Wight on a ferry. Love, drugs and rock and roll. Yeah, flower power. But you know, I mean, a lot of kids nowadays, I mean, don't know they were born. I like the Dinner Ladies episode when Julie Walters walked across the kitchen. Yeah, farting with every step. Well, I'll tell you what Chris's Only Fools and Horses. His best one is where he falls through the bar. And even though he's watched it 1,000,001 times, he still sits there laughing at it.
It's hilarious.
He says it's the same movie series, not a remake of Rambo. Johnny says the closest I got to a cruise is the Yorkshire Belle at Scarborough. Well, so as I say, the closest I've got to a cruise is ferry going across to Isle of Wight. You know what I mean? But it's one thing that I've always wanted to do, and as I always said to Chris, you know, if we ever win lottery or whatever, I says I want to go on around the world cruise. Oh yeah, Wakey says he likes the chandelier one. Chris, tell you, I've bought Chris No Wendy like box sets for Only Fools and Horses, and you can what do you watch it on? Gold on Sky.
Box set and all, haven't I?
But you know, it still don't stop him from laughing, even though it could probably sort of relay it word for word, but he still sits there laughing his head off. But he knows what's coming, and you know, he can more or less reel it off word for word what they're going to say. Her name Pixie, I think. The Titanic, I think. Lisa, don't give them your name.
Pike. All right then, Mike.
But yeah, you know, I mean, it's something that I've always wanted to do. I don't know why. And people, you know, they'll say, well, why do you want a boat in middle of the ocean? You know, what if it sinks or whatever? I says, well, it's only same as like flying. It could drop out at the sky any minute. You know what I mean? It's oh, okay then, Bella. Thank you for popping back in, and you go and get some rest, and I love you too. But you know, same as I say, that if you know, if we were to go on Mr. and Mrs. and they asked, like, you know, which is Pixie's all-time favourite, it's got me Only Fools and Horses.
Oh yeah.
Less chance of a ship making a crash landing. Well, that's it. Exactly.
Well, I think he goes on to rocks. He's not looking where he's going.
You know, but it's same as I say, it's something I've always wanted to do, and same as I say, I'd do it tomorrow if we had the money. But obviously,
we get that 10 grand a month for life.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I mean, the thing I like about cruise ships is his favourite TV is Benny Hill. Caracho, how are you?
Oh, Caracho.
But you see, the thing is, like, it's like a mini hotel on water, isn't it? Really, you've got same as you've got the bars, you've got the food, you've got all these like activities that you can do. Comedy of Terrors with Vincent Price. Well, you see, this is the thing. I can remember Vincent Price and what other one? But I don't like horror movies. And even like the old black and white ones, you know, the vampire ones and the Dracula ones, it used to scare hell out of me. You just don't go for a long walk after a couple of bevies. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean the old, like, you know, where Frankenstein and Dracula and I just don't like horror movies. I just don't like. I mean, even now I don't like horror movies. Yet Chris is sort of person. He likes, you know, zombie movies and all this, that, not that, and you know, and it's like Friday the 13th and who's in with big Freddy Krueger. I'd have nightmares for about a week afterwards if I were to watch out like that. So I'm just checking. Hey, we've got CCTV user.
Yeah, I know that.
But yeah, you don't like Mel Brooks' Young Frankies. You see, this is the thing.
I've not seen it.
I don't like any horror movies at all. I'd sooner watch a chick flick. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if I keep think. Where's that toilet paper?
Oh,
so I've got some toilet roll here somewhere. I keep rubbing my nose.
Not a horror film, he says, Wakey.
CCTV user says the sort. You see, Chris likes anything like that. I don't.
I think I've seen the first one. I've not seen the rest.
You know, like you like blood and gore and zombie films, and you know, but I don't. I'd sooner watch a chick flicks or a true story. You know, crime. You know, I like true crime programs.
Dancing.
Yeah, Dirty Dancing. I've seen that. I mean, like it's like Chris watching Only Fools and Horses. I've seen Dirty Dancing trillions of times. Oh, Mel Brooks. Yeah, I can remember Mel Brooks now. Oh, okie dokie then. He's just saying nine actress. You know, I'm more into my documentaries, true crime, like prison documentaries, you know, One Born Every Minute. What's that other one? 24 Hours in Police Custody. Things like that, you know, ambulance things and I used to tell the ex not to go for a wee in the middle of the night in case a hairy clawed hand grabbed her ankles from under the bed. But yeah, you know, I'm sort of person, like if I were to watch a horror film, but that's the way I am. It'd play on my mind and I'd sort of keep reliving it, and that's why it makes me have nightmares when I watch anything like that. You know, but it won't be you know, it wouldn't do for us all to like the same things, would it? You know, I mean, same as I say, that was to be Mrs. P. Nobody's to put Mrs. P in the corner. but there's this thing going around on Facebook, and it's like a thing, a Dirty Dancing, where it's something to do with a cat, and he lifts this cat up in his air and
yeah.
And then I keep sending him like these videos. I come across this one, and it were a cat and a bed, dog lay on bed, and because the dog was snoring, the cat put up with it for so long, and then sort of as if to say, "Shut up," you know, because the dog was snoring. Or were it farting? because it farted really like us. I forget now anyway. So yeah, but that's just me. Same as I say, I don't like all the blood and guts stuff. I'm more into, you know, same as I say, like Dirty Dancing and things like that, and happy ever after ending, let's just say. So yeah, so I mean, you know, let me know what your favourite films are, what TV series you're into, and I tell you what else, other things I like, you know, like Real Housewives of Cheshire, and it's like
then.
You see, he don't like that sort of thing, but I do. It's like
seeing how the stupid laughs they don't.
It's seeing how the other half live, so to speak. You know, not the rich and famous, because I mean,
Spaceballs. That's the stupid film.
Wakey says he's watching Grimm at the moment.
Ooh, I can't get into that. I started watching it on Netflix, I think it was, and I just couldn't get into it.
But you see, the only peeve I've got about some of the things that Chris watches is they're like, can't get soaps or reality TV shows on my TV. The thing that I can't get into is they start out in present, and then next minute, you know, they're going back like 5 or 10 years.
Go watch it properly.
And then they go back to present, and they're like flip-flopping between the present and going. And that's one peeve that that's one peeve I've got, is I don't like when, you know, you're thinking, you know, I'm lost after the first couple of times. I get lost thinking, now what the heck's going on? Are we in present time now, or are we like 10 years ago or whatever? You know what I mean? I have no idea, CCTV user. But you see, that is one of my pet peeves, is anything that sort of you're in the present and then they go, you know, they go back. But one advantage I do have of watching these crime programs and whatever, like, you know, like I like watching Vera, and I always get the person that's murdered, you know, and I'll say to Chris, it's him, and then sort of it don't tell you till right at the very end, and I'll say to Chris, see, I told you, Rim. You didn't believe me, and I always know who's murdered. In, you know. Oh, CCTV says Vera is always filmed on location where I live.
Oh, right. So we'll find out where it is then, and then we know where he lives.
Karate Joe says NBC with a question mark. Flipping you like. Is your hand going across Mr. P's face when he doesn't listen?
That's why I never listen to karate, because it just,
you know, and Chris always sort of makes the comment as, you should be an FBI or, you know, CIA or something. You know what I mean? Oh, always in Northumberland and Tyneside.
Oh.
So yeah, but I've sort of watched that many like true crime programs and this, that, and the other. You know, that I always I sort of study, and then I think, he's done it. But have you noticed as well? I mean, I don't know whether anybody else has noticed, but they always emphasise it's too obvious for it to be that person. If they like emphasize on a particular person, it's always too obvious for it to be them. So Bruce is dead then. What a pile of crap that film was. What were we on about now?
Grimm, I think.
Oh. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you've got to be vigilant and, you know, on this, that, and other. So if I were to murder anybody, I'd know,
You know, when you switch your cell phone off, you always wear gloves. Oh dear.
Oh, the Sixth Sense.
So yeah, and I always said to Chris, I says, well, you know, don't forget, I know how to murder people and get away with it. I'm only joking, guys.
It's not.
I've watched that many true crime documentaries and programs that I know how to get away with it. and you'd never find his body. And as they say in a lot of these true crime things, no body, no crime. Oh dear. You're thinking of putting karate out in time out, are you? We love him, really.
Yeah. Not.
So,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be so silly as to do away with him now, because I've told you all I'd know how to get away with it, would I? So first person, if Chris was to go missing, everybody would point the finger at me. So I wouldn't be as silly as doing away with him now. I've told everybody I know how to get away with it. So yeah. But it's just everybody's taste, you know. I mean, like Chris, he likes varied things, you know, like Only Fools and Horses, but he likes his horror flicks, he likes his zombie movies. You like that comedian and all, don't you?
Oh,
Lee Evans.
Lee Evans,
Yeah. Plus no insurance money. Yeah, how do you know I ain't secretly got you insured? I could make it look like an accident.
What, a frying pan in the head? It fell on cooker.
Oh dear.
Well, trouble's here.
Yeah, we've got Lake here with you. So, but yeah. Shh, mister. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, it wouldn't do for us all to be the same, you know. It's a pixie best sleep with one eye open, buddy. CCTV. Oh dear. Now you know me, CCTV user. I would never ever do anything like that. I rely on him too much. So don't tell them what is going to happen if Mr. P goes on a cruise with you. Slipped on a lemon drizzle cake and the knife went in 87 times. When you says I got a secret webcam in the bedroom, is put porn cam. I doubt it. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, like Callum will watch some on, like Callum started watching Peaky Blinders, didn't he? And then he got you onto. I mean, Chris likes that Peaky Blinders now.
Catch up on last series.
Yeah. And you know, he likes that, but there again, Tickle Channel. Because I ain't watched it, and like if there's no telly or anything, because we put telly on when we go to bed, we'd watch this Peaky Blinders, and because I've not seen it from start, and I'm saying
I'll just come out camera and blink twice.
Oh dear. Well, I can't lock him in basement because we ain't got one.
we've got a shed, but so yeah, you know, I mean, it's like, and Chris hates this because I haven't watched it from start. He's watched all series, and I'm saying, well, who's he and who's that and what, you know, and he's having to explain to me. When Pix oversteps the mark, Jeanette only needs to threaten his drone guys.
That's what I'll do. You with all your soups.
But it won't, you know, it wouldn't do. I mean, I like my soaps. I'll admit I like my soaps. See you at morning.
In the morning.
See you at dinner time.
Yeah. When he gets out of his pit.
But yeah, I'll admit I like my soaps. They don't like soaps. You know, it wouldn't do for us all to be.
Yeah, we've got soups upstairs.
Yeah. Oh dear. But I mean, I only watch Emmerdale, Corrie, and EastEnders. I don't watch Hollyoaks, things like that. Only soap I like is Imperial Leather. But I mean, when I say all women like watching soaps, but most women, I should rephrase that too.
Oh, you double fingers, you got 10 watching.
It's gone down to 9 now. I've said that. But yeah, you know, it won't do for us all to like the same things, and you know. But some as I say, we've got Netflix, and you know, Chris is often watching a movie, and a dash of denim afterwards. That's one thing you can't wear.
Oh, yeah.
Aftershave.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see on our bathroom, we've got a shelf in bathroom. Callum had 2 lots of aftershave bought him for Christmas, didn't he?
Yeah.
You've got people keep buying you gift sets for your aftershave, and none of them wear aftershave.
Probably got this from about 10 years ago.
I do remember Brookside, but I never watched it.
Yeah, Brookside, that really good program. Not.
You know, and it's like in olden days they were Biker Grove, weren't they? Now, it's some as I say, I don't watch Hollyoaks. I can remember Brookside, but I can't say as I watched it. So I don't smash it. It never did anything to me.
Can't spell that.
What?
I don't know what it is. I'll post it. I think not as good as El Dorado.
Oh, El Dorado.
One season wonder.
I mean, it's like a lot of people. What's that thing where they're in Spain?
That were El Dorado.
No, not that one. That one that's. I don't know whether they're still making it or not now.
Throne Seekers.
No, where there's that woman in mobility scooter and
Oh, Benidorm.
Benidorm. I mean,
Never watched that either.
No. Yeah, CCTV user says Benidorm.
Mind your language.
My favourite was Prisoner Cell Block H.
Oh, we used to watch that, didn't we?
Yeah, Karate says mind your language. I can remember I used to laugh at that. You're an English teacher, weren't you, trying to teach these students to speak English. But yeah, Madge. No, I can't recall that one either.
Remember MASH?
Max and Paddy prison canteen scene.
No.
I never used to watch.
It's been a long time since I watched that.
Vinegar Tits and Joan Ferguson. Huh?
What? I'll have a part of CCTV was just Beanies language school.
I think he's on about Benidorm. You see, I never
We haven't watched it, so
we
we
never
don't
watch
know.
it, so we don't know any. But I know there were, you know, there's been like, who's that? Him that were married to Denise Welsh. He's in it. That were in Arvida's Ain't Pet.
Another one of my favourites.
Oh, Madge was the woman on the Benidorm in the scooter,
Oh, there you go then.
and Joan was the screw, the abuser in Cell Block H.
Ah, I know who he is, mate. Yeah. He were a git, he were.
So yeah, you know, I mean, I can remember Cell Block H, but I can't remember ever watching it. You know, same as I say, we were just like reminiscing not so long back about these, you know, the old programs and how they're sort of trying to rejuvenate them and remake them, and they're not as good as the original versions. You know what I mean? I watched Tenko.
I didn't have no choice because we bloody mother and sisters watched it.
It were women in the prisoner war camps, weren't it? In it during
War.
No, it was Vietnam War.
What were it?
Yeah, I think it was Vietnam War.
Japan or somewhere.
Yeah, it were in it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, I got to rest up from teasing Mr. P. It takes a lot of energy out of me.
Good, because I was just about to get the time out button on.
Yeah, CCTV says Saturday TV used to be good, 18 prices right, etc. No, I don't think so either. It's too political correct for that to return.
God, yeah, love thy neighbour. How can it?
Have a good night, Karate, and I'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Yeah.
Don't want to be ya.
Richard says Tenko, bloody hell, that's going back a bit. Yeah, well, it shows how road we are.
I heard about 120.
Yeah, right. But yeah, she's that we're in Tenko is in a new series, you know, with Sarah Lancashire, and I forgot what it's called. It's a new series that's coming out now.
Well, you say she, there were about 10 of them that were in it, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of Chris's all-time favourites, Only Fools and Horses, and it never gets old. He still laughs, even though he knows it word for word, and he could probably recite it, you know, word for word. He never gets fed up of watching it. I mean, like, what we're watching Porridge and all, weren't we? That were another good one. You know, and the same as we were saying, when you think now, both of them that are in Porridge are both dead now, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, Ronnie Barker and Bexingdale's. Becky, oh, I don't know. Men Behaving Badly, yeah, you like that as well, don't you?
MacGyver. That was just a one-man A-team, weren't it, MacGyver? With his pocket knife.
Oh, and it was like we were saying the other night, we used to watch Magnum PI and Hill Street Blues, and they don't make them like they used to.
Richard Beckinsale.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, he's
not charging 4%.
Oh dear. But
I've switched the plug on.
His daughter's an actress now, isn't she?
I don't know.
Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, Kate Beckinsale, yeah.
Yeah, Equalizer, Taggart.
Oh,
yeah. Know. I know. And
Bergerac.
What's that one with Terry and
June?
No.
Oh, you're on about Minder.
Ah, that's the one, Minder. That's another one.
Oh no, it's
Selwyn Froggatt. Oh God, and Bennett. But yeah, Minder, and I mean, I forgot what. I mean, like, what's it? We're in Tenko when you think about it. With ginger hair that's in Coronation Street now.
Oh, I don't know.
I forgot her name now.
No idea.
Oh, Shelley and her indoors. Not Rulenska? She's been
Might
in,
be.
you know, I mean, she were in Tenko all them years ago.
There it goes.
You know, I mean, Chris were only saying other night, can you imagine Alf Garnett being on telly now? Oh, Gordon Bennett. They wouldn't allow it.
They won't.
They wouldn't allow such
First
programs.
words that come out of his mouth, and that'll be it. I've got to see if they're still on YouTube.
Oh, Wakey says no, Rula Lenska. I'm sure she were in that.
No, she wasn't.
I mean, can anybody remember Liver Birds?
Yeah.
I can remember that.
But them two fellas in.
No, there were two women.
What were that one with two fellas in? In the house. Oh, can't remember. Can't remember.
You mean that? Oh, I forget what the names are now. They were in was it Newcastle or something like that?
Oh, Steptoe and Son.
Oh yeah, Steptoe and Son.
Steptoe and Son. Just love that. You dirty old man.
I'm trying to think of that one. Lively
Likely Lads.
Likely Lads.
That's
That's
the
it.
one.
Yeah, I knew it was Summit. Yeah, Polly James and Neri Sues. That they were live birds, and that were based in Liverpool, weren't it? Yeah.
I can't remember.
But Likely Lads, I think were it like Newcastle that way. They were based in.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see if they got it out Garnet. Watch it's on YouTube, and I'm gonna put buy a great big 100-inch telly. Stick it outside down in the middle of Sheffield and play it on full blast.
CCTV user says bread.
Yeah.
Mr. Slocum's pussy.
I do that. Yeah, I used to like bread. The good old days.
Yeah.
Can't you chat on your phone while you're
I'm looking up Likely Lads.
Oh, yeah.
Rodney Bewes and James Bolam.
Oh, there you go then.
So that's who whatever happened to the Likely Lads, that's it.
No, that war one. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering.
Yeah, till death us do part.
What was that one? That's Army.
It says
I've been TV free for 3 years now.
oh,
I've been like that since I've got my drone. I was much TV, I said for footy.
I'm just trying to look when it started.
Well,
1965 it ran till 1980.
bloody hell, I weren't
Till
even-
death us do part.
I weren't even a speck of my dad's eye.
So yeah.
They don't like each of them. So what she said.
So
All
yeah.
the fathers to go TV free, but so easy as a single lad. It is, mate. Yeah, you're not wrong.
So yeah, it were Warren Mitchell. He were Alf Garnett, weren't he?
Yeah.
Eunice Stubbs,
Mm.
Anthony Booth, Dandy Nichols, and Arthur English.
You were that coloured lad that were in it.
No idea. That's all. It's
Oh, that other one. It's Cara, weren't it?
so yeah. Oh, Night Rider. I can remember.
Oh, Night Rider.
What was that helicopter?
Oh,
Summit Hawk, weren't it?
Night Hawk.
Night Hawk. That were it. That were another one.
Michael Jan Vincent.
Oh.
That were helicopter pilot.
Oh, that was sort of when Night Rider come out. Then you had like a thing like with Night Rider and
Then there were 18 that were there and the same time.
Kit the Car,
Yeah, talkie car.
you know. And then you sort of can anybody remember $6 Million Man? And then they
Yeah.
had like a spin-off $6 Million Woman and
Man from Atlantis.
oh yeah, because that were Bob Ewing had to I forgot.
Would that be that?
Yeah, Man from Atlantis. I'm sure it was Airwolf.
Well, that were it.
Yeah. TJ Hooker.
DJ Hooker.
Okay then, Johnny. Thank you for coming in.
See you, Johnny. Everybody, mate.
Yeah, Steve Austin. Then there were Incredible Hulk, the original Incredible Hulk, weren't they?
Yeah. You wouldn't like it when I like green.
So
Time tunnel.
it says night, Pixie.
Night, Johnny.
Land of the Giants. I can remember that one. I know. What was that? Lost in Space.
Lost in Space with Robot.
Yeah. You know, we're going back some years now. Voice to the Bottom of the Sea. I can remember that as well.
Going on to cartoons, I bet nobody can remember Terror Hawks.
I can't even remember them. But yeah, Voice to the Bottom of the Sea. I can remember that one. But it's like look what they've done to Doctor Who now. I mean, you can't beat it. Like when it were in black and white and it were, you know, very first. Remember your Jeanette's son bedtime. You know, I mean, we're talking about like Magic Roundabout and Trumpton and things like that. You know, I mean, they don't make them like they used to.
Flower Pot Men.
Flower Pot Men. Yeah, that were another thing we were talking about other night, weren't it?
The old Tom and Jerry.
You know, how many, you know, two men made out of flower pots, living in flower pots. With a flower talking to them in between, you know what I mean? Yeah, Tom Baker was the best. Mr. Ben. You like Mr. Bean though as well, don't you? You see, I don't at all find like, you know, Rowan Atkinson at all funny as Mr. Bean, you know what I mean? And it's like another comedian that I don't like Billy Connolly either.
See you, Jeff. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming in, Jeff. Mary Mungo and Midge. I can remember that one and all.
No, that's way before my time. I was about 5 when that come out.
Can anybody remember the Moomins?
Yes.
Yeah. We see CCTV use says he can't tolerate Lee Evans. Now, Chris likes Lee Evans. But it's like, you know, some as I say, a lot of comedians, I don't find them at all funny. You know what I mean? Bodger and Badger. Rhubarb and Custard.
Oh, you get copyrighted.
Oh, can you remember Banana Splits? One banana, two banana, three banana, four. On Kung Fu, that's another one. Grot Bags. I know. I think she's dead now, isn't she?
Yeah.
That played Grot Bags. We all showing his age now on Kung Fu and Rhubarb and Custard and
Metal Mickey.
Oh, Metal Mickey, yeah. Muffin the Mule.
All the pervs in the house.
Now that is going back.
Now, notice though that nobody else said Muffin the Mule apart from Wakey.
CCTV user says E-Man.
E-Man.
We see being a woman, I never watched E-Man.
E-Man and She-Ra.
Oh.
Used to get it on.
Oh. So yeah, you know, I mean, you know, we're taking another walk down memory lane as regards the old TV programs. Can you remember? Mork and Mindy.
Oh, one of my favourites. Scooby-Doo.
Can you remember Alf as well? That
yeah.
Oh. That was Scooby-Doo. The old Scooby-Doo.
Thundercats.
So I mean, we're going into sort of uncharted territory here. We all old, old programs. Knackered it when they brought in Scrappy Doo.
How should I Scrappy Doo?
But it's, I mean, you think about it, when you think about it, like Tom and Jerry, it's the old case of cat catching the mouse, and some of things like what they do, like to catch each other or bash each other to bits. They wouldn't allow it nowadays, would they?
Oh, that right. No. Richard said, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah. Oh, Top Cat as well.
Oh yeah, Top Cat, classic. Best cartoons going. Officer Dibble. I think for Officer Dibble's work in Sheffield, South Yorkshire Police.
Wakey says Shazbat. I've never even heard of that.
Oh, that were Walk of Midday, won't you say that? Shazbat.
Oh.
Instead of swearing, Shazbat.
Oh, I get you now.
Come on, you. Come on, man.
He hasn't bought you a present tonight, has he?
No, man.
Tucker, the ginger cat that we've got, is got a propensity for keep bringing.
No large words, please.
Stop the pigeon. Stop the pigeon. Wacky Racers.
Wacky Racers.
We're at Wacky Racers.
Yeah. No. Might be. Muttley.
Had Muttley in it, yeah. That's the one. Wacky Racers. Yeah.
Anfield Mob.
Antil Mob, yeah.
Antil Mob, that's it. What did I say? Anfield.
Liverpool. So yeah. So like last night, we sat here. I know I'm Bon Scott says it at the end of the Highway to Hell album. But yeah, like last night we sat here and he always, before we go to bed, he always see if the cats want to come in. And of course, Tucker come running in. It were absolutely piddling it down with rain. And we both looked over and it got this dead mouse in his mouth. I say, he's bought another one in. He'd only bought like one in a few days ago.
He got taste for it.
Yeah. So that we're there having kittens. It were dead. But I mean, the fact that he'd bought a mouse into ours. So
pick it up and chuck it out.
So yeah, so we ended up, Chris had to pick it up and chuck it in bin. But then you've got like afterwards, after you've disposed of it, he's looking all around us, looking for it, thinking it's got away.
The user loves it when they wet it.
But yeah. So I mean, like Lucy, she used to bring did he hug it and kiss it and keep it for his own? No, because it went in.
We were looking for it for ages, bless her.
Yeah, but you see Lucy, and he says, "Oh, why can't you be like our Lucy? She used to bring like tie wraps in and twigs and leaves and things like that. But Tucker's got to go one better and bring a dead mouse in.
Yeah.
And he says, well, why can't you be more like our Lucy and bring things that's not dead into ours? Pepe Le Pew, that's going back and all. But yeah, so even Mass, if Tucker hadn't killed it, it'd probably have drowned anyway. We had that much rain last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that, anybody that's got cats, don't mind. Same as I say, it's just when they bring them Button Moon. That's another one. But Gordon Bennett, we got we what's it in with? Wakey says mine used to bring rabbits in.
Rabbits? You see how big our Lucy is? She's about as big as your hand. And she'll bring a pigeon that's
We'll say she's
twice the size of her.
she's caught a pigeon before now, and pigeon were about 2 times bigger than what she is.
Yeah.
How she managed to catch that, I don't know.
God knows.
We still don't know to this day how she managed to catch a massive pigeon. She must have caught it unawares. But I mean, can you remember Andy Pandy as well?
Yeah. Andy Pandy.
Keith, you probably remember silent movies.
Is Keith in?
No.
No.
It's just saying.
Silent movie.
Oh dear.
Rabbits were bigger than him. Dylan. Dylan the cat. Does that want to go back out now, you little kids?
It ain't raining. It's saying, I need your permission to go and catch another mouse.
I'm not getting another mouse, mate. You've had enough. I'm not getting no more treats neither. You going out to play? We'll play then. We've got with a mouse.
Don't you go and tell him to get your mouse, or he will do.
I said not with a mouse.
Yeah, autumn's well on its way. But they do reckon, according to the weather forecast, that we're going to have like a mini heat wave before it gets to October.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, we've got like outside our house, we've got like a grass area, and it's all trees, and it's following you like round like a lost sheep.
It does as a little git.
But yeah, you can always tell when it's getting to autumn because it starts shedding its leaves. So we've not noticed them shedding leaves yet, have we?
No.
But we're on about is it end of October that clocks go back?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's end of October.
Oh, for flipping heck. I just sat down and the other cat wants to come in there.
But I mean, like same as I always say, when clocks go back, it means that it's going to get dark earlier and lighter in the morning. We live on an estate, but we live in a cul-de-sac, and there's like a grass area outside front of our house, but there's about 3 trees on it, isn't there?
Yeah.
And like when Chris goes droning, he always looks to see if the trees is blowing, and that's when he knows it's windy. You see,
there's no wind round here even when
it says just at CCTV user says just over 3 months to it. Gordon Bennett, don't remind us. Just over 3 months to Christmas.
Only 14 more Mondays.
Yeah. I mean, he sent a load of people this thing on Messenger, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Only 14 more Mondays till Christmas, and everybody were telling him to sod off.
Yeah, politely.
Yeah. What's it come out?
What's it?
Ethernet thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's better we have it.
Happy Easter. But same as I was saying earlier on, you know, it's buffering now because I've plugged it back in, but we're back on track. I'll be glad when 2019's over, to be quite honest with you. It's been just one of them years, you know. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is the same. It's like, same as I say, Chris's mum had a heart attack, and have we had summer yet?
Crap out of this year.
So, you know, it's just been one of them years, you know. His mum's been ill. His mum and his dad and his brother-in-law's had to have it replacements, and we've both had cellulitis, and got to go making a lamb tikka masala.
Oh, who's that?
At Wakey.
Where you going? See you later, pal. Have a good one. Don't forget to send a tikka and masala and the post.
Oh dear. But yeah, it is a bit easier to sleep at night. It's But even, you know, even in winter, I'm still throwing covers off me.
Here's me freezing cold, and there's Jeanette with steam coming off her.
I know it's called the menopause, dear.
Well, you.
Yeah. Well, I know I've already
It's not called menopause. There's had that.
You've got to be a woman to understand. You still get hot sweats and everything, even if you've gone through menopause.
I could have said something then, but no. It's naughty.
Oh, don't say it then. Oh dear. Yeah, I same as I say, when it were them really hot days, I didn't even go outside because you know, I've got a sensitive skin and I only have to look at sun and it burns me to a crisp. I got colour of this t-shirt, so when it's like hot like that, you know, we put fans on, we've got all windows and doors and everything open, and I don't even bother going outside because I know I'd get burnt to a crisp. Yep. You other ones come in now.
So I'll just let in.
Yeah, thank God for a car with air conditioning. Yeah. His other pussy's come in to sit on his knee.
Got a black and white pussy on me.
Oh dear. But yeah. And it's like I can't regulate my, you know, like it can be warm and then I'm cold, and it's like we keep, like Chris keeps having to get up and
Six.
How many pussies does that man have? Well, you see, we've got 3 altogether, but Lucy and Tucker, the ginger one, tend to gravitate to Chris more, if you know what I mean. So yeah, 3 + 1. Yeah. I mean, I was only saying earlier on, Richard, that there's supposedly forecast heat wave for this week.
Out every day this week, then. Boom.
So watch out for
Jordan pocket videos.
Yeah, he's going out with Yorkshire Drone Seekers tomorrow. Well, just Steve Axe tomorrow. Where you going? Connis, did you say?
Oh yeah, 21 archers in Conisbrough. It's long viaduct.
Yeah, 21 archers in where?
Conisbrough, Doncaster.
Conisbrough in Doncaster is going tomorrow.
Shunny Donny.
So no doubt he'll be putting a video up tomorrow.
Oh yes.
So
Wednesday and Thursday. And Friday.
So what time are you going then?
Well, his missus goes to work at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Or he's going to ring me when he's ready.
So you're not going up at crack of dawn then?
No, but I'll be up about 8.
Oh. Hey up, Lucy. I'll turn camera around for you. You're on CCTV camera, Lucy. Say hello. Can you see leg going up in here?
What's this one? Move it again.
Can you see leg in here? I was just going to say is the pussy whisperer. I mean, even when he goes to the toilet, Tucker tends to usually follow him around.
The little sod even tries to get on my G's while I'm sat down on toilet.
Yeah. He curls up in your undercrackers.
What are you doing?
You're not as bad, are you, Lucy?
No. She'll just not leave me alone while I'm sat down looking at good porn.
Yeah. It's all right, I'm laughing because he's...
Turn it around.
Here you go. He's stroking her under her chin. Look, and she's got pouring here. She likes a stroke under her chin, doesn't she?
Yeah, get it.
You see pouring here.
It's the Lucy Show.
It's the Lucy Show.
Got it to 10 then, and I said Lucy Show, and it went down to my life. I watched him stroking cat.
The CCTV user says, "Oh, you won't believe she's second oldest, but she's never grown up any further than that, has she? She's I mean, compared to Tucker and Benny, she's the smallest of the three."
Stop biting me tablets.
But she is very timid, is Lucy. It don't take much to
Go boo and that's
yeah.
gone.
I mean, there has been times when she started going bald, and we think it's because she's been like stressed out or something's happened while she's been outside. You can always tell when something spooked her outside, because she'll stay in for days on end. And then you notice like she's got bald patches coming in her fur, and it's when she's stressed out. She's very, very timid.
She's all right now.
Yeah, she's all right at the moment, but I think that's what happens. You know, when she gets stressed out and everything, she starts developing these bald patches. She tends to lick a lot as well when she's stressed, doesn't she? So what was that stuff that we bought? That cream.
Oh, I forget what it's called.
Well, we bought. Somebody says you know, we got somebody contacted us and said, well, my cat goes like that. It's when they're stressed out, or you know, there's something bothering them. And to get this, like, it's like an ointment, and it comes in like this little tiny tub, and you just put some on your finger. And how Chris used to put it on her was it pretend to be stroking her, and that's how we got, you know. You ought to rephrase that. You're not drooling. No. Lucy's drooling. But yeah, I forget it. It was quite some months ago when somebody, you know, contacted him and says, you know, it's usually when they're stressed out or has she got a nervous disposition, and my cat does that, and she's licking all the time till she's, you know, made herself go bald. And she told us to get this like ointment. You can get it from Pets at Home, and you don't have to go and buy it at vets or anything like that. And so, as I say, Chris used to dab a bit on it on the end of his finger and pretend he was stroking her, and that's how he used to. But she's been all right for her. She's been all right for a bit now. So
bite it and a bit tablets. Guess so.
But these two, Tucker and Lucy, they fight for his affections.
No, you're not kidding.
It's not nice to feel wanted, isn't it, sweetheart?
No. Not these pair, bloody hell. Well, I'll have Lucy where she's sat now, then I'll have Tucker on my legs.
But
Precious that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You're gonna settle down now, yo.
There's only Benny that comes to me.
It comes to me when I'm editing.
You see, I've got this old dressing gown as well, and when we had Benny, I've got this dressing gown then, and I didn't throw it out because it's like his comfy blanket, isn't it?
Yeah, keep get.
And Chris keeps saying, well, you had to cut it up and make him like a cushion out of it. So there's no wonder your tops is all shredded to bits.
Yeah, look at these jeans.
I know.
Oh. Headbutting me. What are you doing, girl?
You want to see how close she is? She's right up to his face.
You done?
This she's biting your nose now. Let me just take the camera around so you can see. You know, she can't get any closer. She's right up to his face. She just bit under his nose.
I bought you now. I've got a whisker up my nose then.
It's wonder you can't hear a purring from over here.
But you can.
That's what I say. Bet you can hear a purring.
Got it in your nose, man, Lucy.
So, have you got? Has anybody in the chat got anything unusual that the pets do? I mean, like, same as I say, she were biting end of his nose. I think it's a way to get his attention. So, but yeah, I mean, how long we had Lucy? I bet we've had her about 7-8 years. And she don't like me at all.
Only when dinner's ready.
Yeah. Only when she wants something to eat. That's about the only time she likes me.
This is the one that brought not mice, sticks and
Sticks.
twigs.
Yeah, she used to bring
And oversized pigeons.
yeah, and tie wraps and anything else she could get her hands on.
A bit of plastic.
Yeah, bits of like foam and all sorts she's bought in before now. At least they were, weren't of the animal variety.
No.
So I'll probably go on till about 11 and then I'll have been on 2 hours. So we're back up to 9 again now.
Hello to the person who's just come on. Come say hi.
But yeah, she tends to hide in next doors as well. So we found out the little hiding places that Benny our dog wipes its chops on the carpet straight after it's had its tea.
Are you sure that's not you, Richard?
Well, at least it don't wipe its bum on it. You know what I mean? You've got this thankful for small Macy's.
It's got an itchy bum when he crawls on the floor while he's sat on.
Yeah, she tends to hide in next doors like this side. Benny likes to hide under cars, specifically ours.
I mean, just because where other two are.
I think they play hide and seek, and Tucker's one that has to go and find them.
Yeah, he's never found them yet.
But I mean, they're clever when you think about it, because we've got like sometimes 5-6 cars in car park, and how we differentiate between our car and everybody, you know what I mean? It's
and what time I used to come home from work,
yeah,
and always there.
And it was like when he went into town, he rang me on the phone and I put it on speakerphone, and Tucker was sat looking, and I went, it was shouting Tucker over the phone because I got it on speakerphone. He went straight to the front door.
I can hear him. You can't see him.
And it's like you can set your watch to them because they have the treats at a certain time. They have one of these cat sticks in the morning, so they know as soon as you get up out of bed, they're going to have a stick. And then sort of between 4 and 5 o'clock, they know that they have these cat treat biscuits. And I says, well, isn't it funny? It's like they can tell time. You know what I mean? It's just these little foibles that the pets have, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But you see, the thing is, with the
Lucy nudged me finger.
Tucker and Lucy love them, like they like meaty salmony sticks, aren't they?
Mm.
Yeah, Benny's never liked them. So, they've got their own personalities. Each individual cat is their own, have got their own individual personality. Nothing phases Benny. We found out that the only thing that phases him is like, when you're spraying deodorant, he don't like that. That is the only thing, and he's one of these that he's like got the attitude, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean? That's sort of the attitude that Benny's got. Lucy's frightened of everything, isn't she? You know what I mean? You only have to, you know, burp up. She's not to tight your hand.
Yeah,
you know, you can't say boo to a goose to Lucy. You know, she's frightened of everything. She's very timid. And Tucker, you see, Benny's the oldest, but Tucker was the last one that we got. He's the youngest. And because sort of Benny's getting on a bit.
I've just read that our Tucker needs to widen his eat-shoe.
Hiya, Barra boy, how are you? We're talking
Barra
about
boy.
pets and their own little foibles. And some as I say, Tucker's the youngest of the 3 cats. But Benny's the only one that comes in the bedroom, goes on, and that goes on the bed, and he knows his place. And Tucker won't come in if Benny's there. Now it's a different kettle of fish if Benny's out and Tucker's in, but he still don't come on the bed. But I think it's like Tucker is trying to muscle in on Benny being the top cat. Let's just say. You know, it's because he's, you know, yeah, they've all been done, so to speak. If you know what I mean by being done, they've all been done.
Had the bits so long.
Yeah, had the bits removed. But Ben is the oldest, and I think we Tucker being male and being the youngest, you know, sometimes it tries to muscle in, let's just say.
Hi, Barra boy. I'm waving, he can't see you.
So yeah, you know, they've each got the place, haven't they? And you know, Ben is the top banana, let's just say, because he's the oldest. But the thing is, if either other two are in trouble, or you know, they're getting unwanted attention, or they've got, you know, somebody picking on them, Bennett's first in there, isn't he?
She's last one. She towards them after the.
I was going to say she more or less expects the other two to stick up for her if anybody's picking on her. But yeah, Benny's there like a shot, you know, sticking up for other two, even though sometimes, you know, Benny and Tucker have the little tit and tap moments. You know, they still look out for one another.
Yeah.
What's up, Lucy? They're looking at me daggers.
We're talking about you, not to you.
So yeah, I mean, what I noticed that Barra Boy Woods has got a new the beekeeping.
Yeah, I need to watch that one. I've not watched it yet, Barra Boy. I will do though.
So I'll probably be videoing another baking vlog tomorrow, or depending on you, Mr. P.
Yeah, what time are you?
Yeah.
Scrolling.
So
Normally out for a few hours, so about with Yorkshire.
yeah, I want to say it's not all that far away, is it?
Yeah, like Donny.
Yeah.
Just up Ruid.
Just up Ruid.
Up Ruid. Just up Ruid.
So here's a question, Richard. Have you still got your drone?
That's because there's always has more pocketing.
I was going to say, I've not seen much, you know.
Pocketing and drawing footage together, Mr. Darwin Digital.
You know, I mean, that's what I keep meaning to ask. Have you still got your drone, or have you just got the Osmo Pocket now?
Did he sell his drone to get the pocket?
I don't know.
Like I did, and then got another drone.
But yeah, you know, I mean, I've got an itch right on. You know, when you can't reach to scratch it. Yeah. When you can't quite reach to scratch it.
No, I'll put Lucy on while she's close. You know, second. Scratch Mummy's back.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Oh, we still got the Mavic.
I still got the Mavic. Top drone, isn't it, mate? What did you reckon to my last video? Drone wise.
Yeah. Chris says, what did you reckon to his last drone? Where that Sunday? That Clipstone Colliery.
He did write something. What? He did put something down, but I forgot what he said.
Oh. You see, it's like Chris. I mean, it's well, even though you've had your Osmo Pocket for a few months now, you're still getting to know ins and outs of it, aren't you? Really?
Yeah. So we're happy with some of the stuff that I put up in that last video.
He says he loved it, the colliery.
Oh, thank you.
But you see, funnily enough, Clipston is near where I come from, and when the Yorkshire Drone Seekers was all supposed to be going out, Chris got up at butt crack of dawn to go out to it because he wanted to get the sunrise. And then it was sort of halfway there, and other two said, "Oh, we're not going to bother going out because it's too windy." And Chris says, "Well, I'm halfway there now, so I'm still going to do it." So yeah, I mean that all the pits in the Nottinghamshire area are now closed. So, but I mean, I don't know whether you know about the at one point there was nearly all the collieries were in Nottinghamshire, but that's all, they've all closed down now. Yeah, they've all closed down now, and you've got to sort of go a long way before you. There is still working pits, isn't there?
Yeah.
And in the village where I used to live, they've actually got one of the refurbished all the the wheel. They refurbished that at Topper Common. Yeah, they refurbished the old wheel because they were trying to think of the name at Colliery, Silver Hill. That was just down Common Road.
Where's this wheel then? Is it still?
It's when you get to across from what used to be White Hart.
Yeah.
There's some benches, isn't there, at Top at Common. It's there.
Yeah.
They like refurbished it and relocated it because Silver Hill Colliery were actually in Uthwaite. So that's when that closed down. They refurbished the wheel and sort of made it like a monument type of thing. Hey?
I hate it when she's staring. You see the ghosty?
Don't say that.
See the ghosty.
But yeah, I mean, it's same as Chris says. He likes to go and film these different things. Like the other week, he did like 3 towers, some out of the ordinary, because let's face it, like in see your reflection in patio doors. That's what it is. That's what she's looking at. But yeah. A lot of the places in Yorkshire they've already been. They like to go and do something that, a bit different, like the Bolsover Castle and Rivelin Valley and what's that dam?
No,
that other one. Where there were that crane.
Oh, yeah. I've got it now. Red Myers.
Red Myers. See, they all sort of within, a stone's throw where we live, but they've done them, if you know what I mean. They like to go somewhere different. So they sort of like trying to come up with different places to go. I mean, Steve wants to go to, where is it?
Humber Bridge.
Humber Bridge, that were it. So, I mean, that's sort of one in the future. They want to go and do the Humber Bridge. So yeah, I mean, that's sort of just a few of the locations that they want to, go and, but same as Chris says, you get, when you like a droner, I used to go to Nottingham every week, Boots Warehouse at Beeston.
Mm.
I think that's when they were when they were driving. You've done Bowls Over Castle, haven't you? They like to mix it up a bit and do something a bit different because and I don't know whether you've heard of Snake Pass, Richard, but Chris keeps saying, because you see, when we go to visit Bella or Ian, we have to go through the Snake Pass. And Chris keeps saying, well, one of these days when we are on his travels, we're going to stop off on Snake Pass because fantastic countryside, and this not lakes, streams, and there's like a water mill type of thing. There's all sorts of things. And so, as I say, we've been down it quite a few times, and Chris keeps saying, well, next time we're this way down, I'm going to take the drone with me. Because last time we went down, when we went to visit Ian, he hadn't got the Mavic, and he traded the Sparkin for the Osmo Pocket. So last time we went, he hadn't actually got the drone.
Yeah.
So we keep saying that we're going to go that way because it's like other side of Lady Bower, isn't it? You go past the Lady Bower Dam. So he says, now I've got the Mavic. He says, next time we go that way, he says, we're going to stop off, pull in a lay-by. He says, and I'm going to take the Mavic up in air. It's like, it's like, a bit like going out into the moors, isn't it, really? You've got all these wonderful hillside, wonderful views, fantastic views. And the two times that we've actually gone that way, you haven't had your drone, have you?
You will have this time.
So next time we're that way, he's going to stop off and he's going to film it on the Mavic.
Well, we'll see. I'm sorry, but we'll be making a coffee very shortly.
Yes, I've been on 2 hours. I'm waffling away. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to close it down. I've been on 2 hours. So this is my new time slot. I'm going to be going live at 9 o'clock Monday, Wednesday and Friday, the same schedule every other day. So I'll be back Wednesday, and I hope to see you on the next one, hopefully on Wednesday, unless we get struck down with something. So either that or we win the lottery. So I'll see you all on the next one, guys. And thank you very much for coming in and sort of listening to me waffle on and, reminisce about the old TV programs. So thank you for coming in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye. Yeah.